Hearts could be saying goodbye to the top six after the weekend, but it is Christian Borchgrevink who is saying goodbye to his Norwegian teammates as he has agreed to join Hearts in the summer. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. And Hearts, they're getting in there early. Tony Bloom, the £10 million, hasn't been confirmed yet. The money is not there, but Hearts are there with their transfer plans. Hearts are there with their summer signings, and they're there extremely early as they have agreed a deal with Norwegian right-back Christian Borchgrevink, and he will join Heart of Midlothian from Valerenga once the summer transfer window opens in June. And he makes a very sad goodbye to the club that he has been with since the age of 9. So pretty incredible. This right back, this Norwegian Christian Borgnik, has been with Valerenga since he was 9. Now, he has had a couple of loan spells out during his senior career, but for the most part, he's pretty much spent every single season since the age of 9 with this team, and now he said goodbye. Now he says goodbye. So we're going to see him rocking up in Edinburgh come the summer. Hearts have agreed an undisclosed fee for the 25-year-old who has signed a 3-year deal. So that's pretty interesting. Borchgrevink, capped at under-21 level, has been a regular at the Oslo side since 2020, playing 33 times last season, 24 of them starts, as he captained them to promotion back to the elite Testeren as second-tier champions last year. So he's got a bit of pedigree. He was the captain, and he helped Valerenga get from the second tier of Norwegian football back to the very top. Now, Hearts head coach Neil Critchley told the club, quote, "He has all the attributes I associate with being a Hearts player. He's strong, athletic, talented, and a leader on the pitch. He's got a good pedigree, having played at a high level in Norway, and while he will bring his qualities to the team, we feel that we can provide an environment where he can get even better. Christian will, I'm sure, continue to give his all for Valerenga, where he is very highly regarded, and come this summer, I'm looking forward to welcoming him to Hearts." End of quote. So, yeah, it's an interesting signing. Hearts obviously were on the lookout for a right back, and now they have that right back. This season, Critchley has been choosing between Forrester and Taylor. Doesn't seem like he is, set on either one of them. Obviously, we sold Atkinson last season, so I mean, yeah, we haven't really found someone to nail down that right back position. Unlike at left back, where we brought in Penrice and he's just taken over from Alex Cochrane. So Penrice has been a great addition. Hopefully this guy can slot in at the right back. But, I mean, it did look like Gerald Taylor was going to be that man. We've seen him play against Rangers. Everyone thought, look how good he looks. He looks phenomenal. That was a big bright spark coming out of that game. But, yeah, obviously he got an injury and stuff like that. But it's not been great. Gerald Taylor he doesn't look the player that we all thought he was after that opening, 55 minutes against Rangers. So, not good. But Borggrevink, who's missed Valerenga's opening 3 fixtures of the new season through injury, explained to his present club's website that he wanted to challenge himself in a new environment. He said, quote, "We were promoted last year, and I feel that I am leaving at a time when the club is in a really good place, and it's an exciting opportunity for me. Right now I am happy, but I know that I will be very sad. I am glad the transfer is happening this way, because then I feel like I can really say goodbye." End of quote. So, I mean, yeah, obviously he's been there from 9 years old. I would expect it to be an emotional goodbye. Valerenga sports director Jakob Johnson pointed out that the club was in Borengik's blood. He said, quote, "He stood there with his back straight when we were relegated. He was a great leader for the players during a tough winter after the relegation, and not least a right-hand man for the coaching staff. It was also written in the stars that he would score the decisive goal when the promotion was confirmed." End of quote. So it looks like he played a big part then, not only captained the team, but also scored the goal that got them promoted back to the top flight of Norwegian football. So, yeah, like I said, he's been with Valerenga as a senior player since 2017. In terms of being capped at international career, he was capped for the Norway under 15, under 16, under 18, under 19, under 20, and under 21. The only problem is the older he got and the older the Norwegian team got in terms of like what category he was in. Like, so when he moved up to under 16, under 18, under 19, like the older he was getting, I've noticed the less appearances he was making, which would maybe show once he started getting older, maybe he wasn't at the top tier quality that was needed, and that could be why he doesn't have any appearances so far. He doesn't have any caps for the Norwegian senior national team. So, like I said, his best cap comes for Norway under 21s, and that was only one cap. He got 5 for the Norway under 20, 5 for the Norway under 19, 10 for the Norway under 18, and 16 for the Norway under 16. So the older he's got, the less caps he's got at an international level, which doesn't mean he's a bad player, but it might just show that he is like not the top of Norwegian football, which I wasn't really expecting Hearts to go and do, to be honest. I wasn't really expecting Hearts to go out and sign the best right back in Norway. That would have been unlikely, I think, and not very reasonable. But it is a signing. I think it's a signing that Hearts fans can get excited about. I mean, they did need a right back, and I can't sit here and say that I've watched the guy. I can't sit here and pretend that I know a lot about him. But, I mean, he does seem to have loyalty. Seems to be pretty strong, tall, pretty good attributes, and yeah, we'll see if he can carry them over into a maroon jersey, and hopefully he can lead Hearts to success. And he is a captain, you know, he's captained his club to promotion, so could he be a future Hearts captain, or at least a leader in the team? Because I don't think you can never have enough leaders in your club, in your team, and sometimes I think that's where Hearts are maybe lacking. You know, sometimes I think we lack leaders. So yeah, it should be an interesting signing. Hopefully we get more of them. I mean, hopefully he's coming to Hearts because he knows he's going to be playing European football next season when Hearts win the Scottish Cup, or if when Hearts somehow make a miraculous comeback and finish in the European spots in the league positions. So yeah, maybe that's why he's came for Hearts. But right now, a big game at the weekend ahead here. It's a must-win against Motherwell because I do believe St Mirren will beat Ross County. So, yeah, if Hearts want to get into the top 6 and try to close down the teams above them, then not only do I think they need to win against Motherwell to secure top 6, they just need the 3 points. Even if Hearts draw against Motherwell and St Mirren lose, it's not going to be enough. Hearts pretty much need to be perfect, and I just don't see it happening. But for Hearts to get into the European spots, they would need to probably pick up 5 wins at the last 6 to have any chance. So that means they would have to beat Celtic or Rangers, which Hearts haven't done in a while. They haven't beat anybody actually in the top 6 this season, which is embarrassing. Haven't beat Dundee United, haven't beat Aberdeen, haven't beat Hibs, Celtic or Rangers. So the likelihood of Hearts beating Motherwell, getting into the top 6, and then all of a sudden picking up all these wins over these top 6 clubs that they haven't been able to do so far, unlikely. So yeah, that I think winning the Scottish Cup's the only way, really. But yeah, Christian Borchgrevink, he is a Hearts player come the summer, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in the maroon jersey. That's it, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Catch you in the next one. Very early summer transfer news, but here, better early than late. Till next time, peace.